Hello, my name is Ryan Dubuque, and I'm here today to talk to you about ethical dilemmas in the workplace. I currently am a CNC machine operator and have held that position at Masters Tool and Die for 3 years. I am currently attending school in hopes to gain my associate's degree in manufacturing and industrial technologies. Ethics could play a big part in my future career if I plan to ever own or manage my own machine shop. In this presentation, I hope to provide you with some examples of both ethical and unethical situations and give you ways to ensure an ethical workplace is provided. The following is a quote from an unknown person. Ethics is knowing the difference between what you have a right to do and what is right to do. The following are some common examples of communication abuse. Using visual images that conceal the truth. That could be like using an image to distract the customer from the real meaning of a message. Exaggerating claims about technology. Exaggerating benefits, potential, or safety and downplaying the technology's risks or making unrealistic promises. Falsifying or fabricating data. Research data may be manipulated or invented to support specific agendas. And finally, withholding information people need for their job. Withholding information from an employee in fear that they may take your position or take credit for your work. Being ethical in the workplace is mandatory to running a successful business or company. Good ethics typically are acting in ways that society and individuals think are morally right. It is very important, especially for supervisors and people in leadership positions, to demonstrate and respect key moral principles like honesty, fairness, equality, dignity, diversity, and individual rights. There are many different reasons why people make unethical decisions in the workplace environment, but I'm going to go over a few that I thought were most common. Oftentimes, it is hard for employees to speak up to their supervisor about ethical situations. Most people fear that their opinion might cause them to be treated or viewed differently by their fellow workers. The second reason I found that people may make unethical decisions in the workplace is because of excessive pressure to reach unrealistic performance goals. Being given unrealistic due dates can cause employees to feel pressured, in which in turn causes them to cut corners on a job, costing the company more money in the long run if the task is not completed properly. Conflicting goals can provoke a sense of unfairness in the workplace as well. An example being cutting a sales department budget funds while demanding they sell more products. And the final reason that unethical decisions could be made is when positive leadership roles are not being set in the workplace. In my opinion, positive examples and good leadership may be the most important ethical goal in a company. When employees see a supervisor or manager display unethical behavior, it is teaching them to promote the same action. A couple recent incidences I ran across included Wells Fargo Bank and the Veterans Association Hospital in Phoenix, Arizona. In the first incident, Wells Fargo discovered that 5,300 employees opened up more than 1 million fraudulent accounts, costing the company $185 million in fines. The second incident I found happened because of excessive pressure on the employees at the VA in Phoenix, Arizona. The hospital tried to address the 114-day wait that they currently had. In order to do this, they set a new goal to their employees of 14 days, which resulted in a 24-day wait. But employees said that they felt compelled to manipulate performance records to give the appearance of meeting these goals. As many as 100 veterans died waiting for care, some waiting more than a year. Working the past few years in manufacturing, I have ran across and seen some unethical decisions myself. I have seen supervisors pass and send parts to clients that they know are not made perfectly to tolerance. This could end up costing the company a lot of money in the long run and could potentially lose the company a client. I have also witnessed fellow employees cut corners on jobs because they simply don't have enough time to complete the job the right way in the given amount of time. It is very important as a manager to provide the employees enough time or enough help to complete the given part the right way. One key way to ensure an ethical workplace is to set up a secure environment. Employees should make sure that workers are not subject to sexual harassment or other forms of workplace hostility. Employers should treat all employees fairly at all times. Manufacturing environments tend to be male-based. Because of this, you need to be especially vigilant that female employees feel welcome and comfortable. Employers need to be mindful of their reaction when employees bring ethical concerns to their attention. Other employees will see this reaction and may not come forward with their concerns in the future. Managing the workload is a second way to ensure that employees reflect good ethical characteristics. It's important to make sure that employees don't feel like they have more work than their fellow employee in the same position. In the manufacturing industry, if a short notice job is received, rather than giving it to one employee to rush through, recruit 2 or 3 employees to work as a team to get the job done correctly on time. Organizations must ensure people have the resources, timelines, skill, and support that they need to achieve targets they are given. Finally, leadership is key to a positive and ethical work environment. Leaders should set a positive example. They should be extra careful about not just their intentions, but also how others will interpret their behavior. They must put themselves in the employee's shoes in order to understand the unintended messages that they may be sending. An ethical leader is careful not to signal that hypocrisy is okay. This includes even the smallest white lies. The leaders and employers should always provide a safe environment and secure workplace. In conclusion, having an ethical workplace is mandatory in having a successful business or company. Unethical decisions are made for many reasons, some including when there is unsafe environment for workers to speak up in, when excessive pressure is put on employees to reach unrealistic goals, when conflicting goals provoke a sense of unfairness, and when positive leadership examples are not being set. The ways that I have found to ensure a positive and ethical workplace are to make sure to set up a safe and secure environment to employees, manage the workload for the workers evenly, and provide them with positive and ethical leadership examples. Along with ethics, I have learned many other necessary skills and characteristic traits necessary to running or owning my own business someday. This semester has been very beneficial to me and beneficial to my future. Thank you for taking the time to listen and watch my presentation on ethical dilemmas in the workplace.